What's going on, y'all? Okay, so listen, this what happened was, okay, so I was on Twitter the other day and I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna tell y'all the story about the reason why my grandmother, because, and what prompted me to do this and think about this, because I had posted a picture of my grandparents, okay, two of them actually, and I kept on getting comments on there saying, "Oh my God, you look like your granddad, you look like your grandfather." And I'm like, I don't see how. First of all, I don't see how. I don't see it. And second of all, I know for sure the main reason why I say I don't see it and I don't get it is because he's not my biological grandfather, you know. He's technically my step grandfather, but he's the only grandfather I've known since I was born, so he's my granddaddy. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that step shit up in this house. Okay, we don't do that step shit, we don't do that half shit. Okay, fuck that. You family, you family. Alright. Um though, and I had wound up posting on Twitter the other day, like, listen, I'm gonna have to do a video. Remind me to do a video. I said one day I'm gonna do a video on the reason why my grandmother hates my bio grandfather. Okay. Um, and the shit is a mess. Okay. I said, bitch, it involves women's, it involves cheeseburgers from McDonald's, it involves a possible drugging, it involves kids and everything. It's just a mess. Okay. Like, it was crazy. And, you know, y'all won't let me back down since we bored or whatever. My grandma knows about this, so she cool. So it's not like I'm spreading her business or whatever. She understands. Anyway, woo, I ain't finna be on here long. I burnt the roof of my mouth and bitch is peeling. Oh my God, it's irritating me right now. But anyway, so what wound up happening is, and I found all this stuff out a few years ago when my auntie passed away. Okay, when my auntie was murdered. Oh yeah, we starting it off like that. It's messy. When my auntie was murdered, my you know, we had a little memorial. My cousins threw a little funeral, whatever memorial for her because I believe she was cremated. She was cremated, but they still threw like this little memorial thing for her at the funeral home. So a lot of people showed up, and people that were showing up, I was like, wait a minute, I don't even know who these people are. Come to find out, my mother's father showed up. Now, see, my grandmother had got married to him back in the day when she was like 15 years old or whatever the fuck. Bitch, she from the South, from Slaughter, Mississippi, okay? They did shit like that back in the day. She was born in 1950, okay? So, yeah, they did shit back there like that back in the day. And they around the same age, though. But he is older. He is older, though. But if they around the same age, no, he older than her. He older than her. But they did that shit back in the South. They did that shit back in the day, and you know they had three kids together. My aunt who passed away, my mother, my aunt who passed away, and then my other aunt who was the youngest of those three. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they wound up getting divorced. Okay. And my grandmother wound up having my mother when she was 15 years old, right before her 16th, like 2 weeks before her 16th birthday. Um, they moved from they moved from Mississippi up to Chicago. Okay, fine. We got that story. Things didn't work out, okay? And so they was going through their spat. He was cheating. He was doing a whole bunch of stuff that was fucked up, all right? And um, back at my aunt's funeral, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in a long time. Like, I seen him one time when I knew that he had a younger son that was my uncle. And he was older. I'm way older than him. Okay. I'm like probably 20 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that shit, bitch. Like 15 years older than him or something around that. I know I'm 10 plus years older than him. And he was my uncle. I said, wait a minute. I was confused by that when I was younger. Okay. And so for him to pop up out the blue at the funeral, I was confused. I was like, okay, well, no, that's your child. So you lost a child. So, you know, you pop up out of nowhere. Haven't heard from him in years. Okay. I've never had a relationship with him. My mother never really had a relationship with him. So to see him pop up, we were shocked that he popped up. And not only did he pop up with himself, he popped up with the bitch that he was with. I mean, the lady that he with. Okay. some young chick too. I was like, oh, so you really do like them young. See, that's the issue that goes on in black families, in a lot of families, okay, that people don't like to talk about. But I'm like, she was young, she was of age, but she was younger than him, clearly, okay, at least half his age. You know what I'm saying? She could have been 30 some years old or whatever, but he well off in his 60s and probably 70 or whatever. But anyway, because my grandma's 60 something. Well, bitch, I don't feel like calculating her age right now, but you know, she was born in 1950. Y'all do the goddamn math, okay? Y'all do the goddamn math. I just don't feel like it. I don't. I don't. But yeah, showed up with her, and then not only showed up with the boy that I saw when I was younger, that I was like, oh my god, you know, he's my uncle, and I'm way older than him. Girl, two other kids that's older than him. I said, hold up, where did they come from? A uncle. So I had an older uncle, and I got a aunt that's younger than me, but she like in her 20s or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Okay, so we was like, who the fuck are these people? Now my other auntie paid him dust. Paid him dust, okay, at the funeral. She paid them kids dust too. Even though them her siblings, she said, bitch, fuck that, okay? She one of those type of people, bitch. I ain't got time to fuck with you. My mama was the only one that truly engaged with them, okay? When my grandma saw him, baby, the look on her face, like she could have killed him right then and there. Like pure disgust, okay? Girl, I was like, Mama, you know, after the whole thing went down and it was just the talk of the town and all that stuff, I was like, Mama, what is the deal? Like, why grandma acted like that to, you know, her baby daddy or whatever? She said, cause bitch, he ain't shit. I said, oh, well, I know that, but I mean, come on, what else? Girl, back in the day, it was this one time. And this how messy shit got. I didn't know it was this bad. Because I'm pretty sure he was cheating on her and he had multiple women and doing whatever else he was doing on her. And probably with some drugs and stuff involved as well. And, you know, this is back in the day when my grandmother used to live in the projects out here in Chicago. And this was, yeah, they were a little fucked up, but not as fucked up as they had become. You know what I'm saying? So my mother and my aunts grew up in the projects a little bit before they moved to the house that they eventually owned, you know, that was part of the family. So, he was supposed to come over and get the kids. He didn't come get them when he was supposed to. Nobody heard anything from him. Okay, he's one of those motherfuckers that says, I will show up when I show up, or if I say I'm coming, basically you don't take that, you can't take his word. You can't take his word. So at this point, some time has passed since he was supposed to come. And then all of a sudden, he pops up and he was having a conversation or doing whatever. I don't even know how it's set up, but somehow he gave my grandma a drink. Okay, he gave my grandma a drink, and next thing you know, grandma was out. My grandma was out. He drugged her. Okay, and at this point, nobody knew the reason why. Why would you do some stupid shit like that? Drug this late. Okay, like, if you really wanted the kids, like, you know, you drugged the kid, you drugged my aunt, my grandma, as if you was really finna take the kids and y'all was finna go across state lines and you was finna kidnap them or some shit like that. It was on some crazy dramatic shit like that. No, because he brought them back. Let me tell you what he did with him. Took him to McDonald's. He did all of that shit to take him to McDonald's and get them a couple of cheeseburgers, okay? And then dropped him right back off, and they couldn't get in the house. Couldn't get in the house because my grandma is laid up in there at the table, drugged like a motherfucker. And I said, ain't this some shit? Bitch, I'm listening to the stuff. My mom was like, girl, yes, we were sitting out there banging on the doors and everything. And it was just so fortunate that we had people that lived in the building that was also family. They had family members that lived in the same building, you know, and they was able to go to their place because by now it is dark outside. When he dropped them off, it was light outside. It is dark outside. It's getting cold out there or whatever. And you dropped them off and you just let them sit out there and you left. And they never saw him again. Never saw him again until later on when they was adults. I said, that's fucked up. And it was so fortunate that they had family up in the building. Okay. Got them a funky ass cheeseburger. My grandma say that all the damn time over a fucking cheeseburger. God damn, bitch. And they went over there to the family house. The cousins came out there trying to get into the door, trying to get into my grandma's doors or whatever, knocking on the door, whatever. This was before my grandma remarried my granddad. Or I should say, got married. Yeah, remarried. She got married again to my granddad. The one that I be posting the pictures of, knocking on the doors and all that stuff, couldn't get in or whatever, so they just had them sleep up in the house with them. Baby, the next day, my grandma was looking for them like, what the fuck is y'all doing out here? Why are y'all over there? I'm thinking that y'all in the bed sleep, okay? Grandma woke up like nothing happened, and she was a Jehovah's Witness at this time, okay? For real, for real. And they finna go out of field service. She said, I'm getting ready to go out of field service, and I go look in the room, and y'all ain't even dressed because y'all ain't even here. What y'all was? She was pissed because they weren't in the house. She thought that they left or did something. She was confused. Okay, they was like, listen, mama, we was sitting outside this whole damn time. This whole damn time. And and you didn't open up the door, girl, because she was drugged like a motherfucker. That's how she realized it, okay? Because she woke up like nothing happened. She didn't realize that her kids wasn't in the house or whatever. She up here getting dressed and get ready to go to field service or whatever, and your kids somewhere else, okay? And see, that's what the fucked up thing is, and that's where the hate started. The hate been started, but that's where it got stronger right in there because you put the kids in jeopardy. Because you don't, this the projects. It's Chicago, okay? You don't do that. And these are little black girls too? No, you don't do no shit like that, okay? Anything could have happened to them. Anything could have happened to them. They could have been raped. They could have been snatched up. They could have been killed or whatever. And you just left them on the goddamn porch like they was nothing. And didn't say about it, okay? And we still to this day don't understand why he did what he did. Never explained it, okay? And to this day, my grandma hates that motherfucker's guts like it ain't nothing. I mean, whenever you say his name, whenever you hear from him, or my mama get a message from him or whatever, because he's been calling, trying to get stuff out of her, whatever, ever since the funeral, trying to keep in touch a little bit. No, the only time that, and his keep in touch is if I need something, I'm going to hit you up. That type of keep in touch. He's still a do dirt dog nigga. That's what he is. My grandma be like, don't listen to shit that he say. Don't help none of their asses out. They ain't nothing but scammers and all that shit. Don't do that shit. I was like, damn, grandma, y'all got some scandals in y'all family, okay? For real, for real. Listen, a fucking mess, okay? I peep, and when you see people, sometimes you get a vibe from them. And I just got a really uneasy vibe when I seen him at that funeral too. I was just like, something about this ain't right. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But okay, hey, that's the story, y'all. It may not be as juicy as y'all wanted to, but it was some fucked up. It was just on my mind and on my heart to get out there for some reason. Like every time my grandma think of him and somebody bring that up, that it kills me when she be like, left them over some damn cheeseburger. That's all you left was some cheeseburgers. Ooh, when I tell you hate them with a passion. But then that's when she wound up, luckily, a couple of years later, found my granddad. Okay. And wound up getting married to him. And ever since then, they've been together, and they had two more kids. And unfortunately, one of their children died together. Also, well, he died first, and then my aunt was killed. But yeah, crazy, crazy. Put down in the comments because we ain't got shit else to do. We ain't got shit else to do, and at this point, bitch, we family. Put down in the comments some dirty shit that be going on in your family too. Okay, I done spilled some of my shit. Y'all can spill some of y'all's. Entertain me, bitch. I'm bored. Okay. I'm bored, all right? So I just had to give y'all a little shit. Don't ever say that I never gave you a little story time or a little thing from my past or whatever. I'm gonna have to think of some more stuff because I'll probably be back up here and spill some more shit. And yes, I got permission to say this. My grandma don't care. She really don't. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later.